It was the early 1900s. Bend was on the map as a major player in the lumber game worldwide, and the city had its sights set high.
They had big dreams of having, cable cars and, fancy buildings and opera houses and all of the things that make a metropolis.
A group gets together and funds the construction of a new athletic club using 300,000 bricks. They opened in June of 1918, the same year as the world was hit with the Spanish flu, so getting in shape took a back seat to saving lives.
We have a very tiny hospital at this point in time. It's basically what used to be a house is now a hospital. So where are we going to put all of these sick patients that need tending? And the gym was the perfect spot for that.
And on the gymnasium floor of this amateur athletic club, they had, I've heard, either 38 or 40 beds strung out on the floor. There weren't enough doctors and nurses, so volunteers were of great help. It was a significant event early in this amateur athletic club's history.
Sadly, the athletic club didn't last very long. It floundered until 1925 when it was chosen to be the gymnasium for the new Bend High School down the street. But it became a lot more than that.
Community, singing events, musical events on the stage that's in there. It's really the only place where that kind of event and extracurricular cultural activities can be happening.
There was, of course, no television, one movie house, two movie houses, one radio station. So Friday and Saturday nights, this was a big deal.
You had to be in the stands by 5:30 for an 8 o'clock game, or you might miss out on all the action, including...
At the west end of the gym, the entrance to the gym were saloon doors that went open, shut like that. And so, yeah, if something happened and a guy got pushed out, he'd go right through those doors and out into the lobby where the popcorn machine was.
It stayed the gymnasium of Bend High until 1956 when the new Bend High was built. And then it was a junior high until the early 70s. And then the athletic club that helped Central Oregon through the Spanish flu began to fall into decline.
By that time, the gymnasium itself, the amateur athletic club, had been declared a total fire trap, etc., etc. It was really a mess.
That's when Jim and a Hall of Fame list of others decided it was time to step up.
The Rotary Club was very instrumental in pushing for a real Boys and Girls Club. And so some of us decided who wanted to save the building, boy, that could be a great Boys and Girls Club. All we got to do is save the thing.
And with the help of local individuals and businesses, the building was restored and donated to the Boys and Girls Club with yearly rent of $1 a year. The kids couldn't wait. No, literally.
The day we opened this thing, they were in here like ants, which is wonderful.
As a former member of the Boys and Girls Club, I've seen firsthand how it can help kids navigate through a complex world. And it's a godsend for parents, too.
But you can cut it with a knife when you see these people get in and out of their cars and with the kids and all that. Because a lot of times the kids are so excited to tell them what they did that day and all that business. The mom probably wants to get out of there and get to the grocery store and all that kind of stuff. But it makes it a different organization and a different experience.
The basketball court carries the Kroll name to this day, and Jim still makes it in several days a week to toss up a few buckets.
That's pretty special for a guy that played here to be able to come back, in his 80s and play in basically the same gym, because I can point out the things that are different, but there are more things that are just exactly the way it was way back when in the 50s.
And for Jim, his efforts and the community efforts were worth every minute and every penny.
Best thing I ever did except marrying my wife.
For Central Oregon Daily News, I'm Scott Elmas.